Hello everyone, welcome to PS Edu World. Today I will be discussing the levels of organization in human body, how an organism is formed from cell. So let's get started. We know that all living organisms are made up of cells. Cell is the fundamental structural and functional unit of all living organisms. A single cell is capable of independent existence. It can carry out all the necessary life processes. There are different types of cells in human body. For example, nerve cell, red blood cell, etc. And different types of cell perform different functions. Nerve cell conduct impulses. I have discussed all these in one of my previous videos. I'll provide the link in the description box below. You can check out the video. In multicellular organisms, a group of similar cells with intercellular substances perform specific function. Such an aggregation of cells is called tissue. Organs are functional group of many tissues. The study of tissue is known as histology. The word tissue has been derived from a Latin word which means weave, W-E-A-V-E, weave. Cells that form tissues are woven together to form tissues. In animals, organs are made up of four basic types of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue and nerve tissue. These tissues have distinctive features and specific functions which combine to form functioning organs. According to theory of evolution, the first organisms which came into existence were unicellular organisms. The single-celled body of unicellular organisms perform all the biological activities. Some of the unicellular organisms later evolved into multicellular organisms. Animals are multicellular organisms with their specialized cells grouped into tissues. So, in most animals, combinations of various tissues make up functional unit called organs. Then these group of organs, they work together and they form organ systems, and finally this organ system work together and they form an organism. So for your convenience, let us imagine that the letters of alphabets, English alphabet A to Z are the cells. Each letter is a cell. Now we know that letter will form words. So cells work together and form tissues. Words will form sentences. Tissues work together and form organs. Sentences, they will make a chapter. So organs work together and they form organ systems. Now several chapters will form a book. So all the organ systems together will make an organism. So in the case of book, the basic structural functional unit is the letter or the letters A, B, C, D, and in case of cells, the basic structural and functional unit of every organism is a cell. So these are the various levels of organization. Animal tissues are groups of animal cells of similar origin and performing similar functions. In animals, organs are made up of four basic types of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue and nerve tissue. These tissues have distinctive features and specific functions which combine to form functioning organs. Epithelial tissues. All layers and organs in the body are lined by a group of tissues called epithelial tissues, which are commonly referred to as epithelium. If the epithelial tissues are made up of single cell layer, they are called simple epithelium. If they are multi-layered, they are called stratified epithelium. Different organs like salivary gland, trachea, urinary bladder, skin, buccal cavity, heart, lungs, liver, etc. have an outer covering of epithelium. The organs having less chance of stress and damage are covered by simple epithelium, while those organs which are susceptible to more stress and damage are covered by stratified epithelium. Primary function of epithelial tissue is to protect the associated organ and system. Furthermore, they also help in secretion, absorption and transport of materials. Connective tissue, they connect parts of the body. They usually have a rich blood supply. Common examples are ligaments, which connect bones to bones, tendons which connect muscles to bones. Then blood and lymph are liquid connective tissue. And main function of connective tissue are they bind together, support and strengthen our body tissues, protect and insulate internal organs, serve as major transport system within the body, basically blood, and they serve as the primary location of stored energy reserves like fat, and they are the main source of immune response. Muscle tissues. There are three types of muscle tissues: skeletal, smooth, cardiac. Skeletal muscles usually remain attached to bones by tendon. They are voluntary. Smooth muscles are in the walls of viscera such as stomach, intestine, urinary bladder, uterus, blood vessels, etc. They are involuntary. And cardiac muscle is found in heart wall. Skeletal muscles help in motion, posture, heat production, protection, etc. Smooth muscles help in contraction of blood vessel and airways, propulsion of food through gastrointestinal tract, contraction of urinary bladder, etc. And cardiac muscles, they pump blood to all parts of the body. Nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is composed of neurons or nerve cells and neuroglia. It is distributed in brain, spinal cord, nerves. Function: it exhibits sensitivity to various types of stimuli, converts stimuli into nerve impulses, conduct nerve impulses to other neurons, muscle fibers or glands. Neuroglia do not generate or conduct nerve impulses, but they have some important supporting function. So what is an organ? An organ is a part of your body that performs a specific function, like your brain, lungs or skin. An organ is a collection of millions of cells which group together to perform single function in the body. These cells in these body organs are highly specialized and they perform all the necessary actions for some specific time. Human body is made up of several organ systems that work together as one unit. Organs are a part of every system. For example, the human digestive system consists of stomach, large intestine, small intestine and several other organs. Each are composite of different tissues. Systems rarely work alone. All of the systems in an organism are interconnected, that is, they are dependent on one another. For example, our heart, which is part of our circulatory system, does not beat unless our brain, which is the part of our nervous system, tells it to do so. Our muscular system needs our respiratory and circulatory system to supply energy in the form of oxygen and nutrients. Some important organs of human body are skin, stomach, lungs, heart, kidneys, liver, brain, ovary, pancreas, spleen, testes, etc. So let us discuss about some of the important organs of human body. Skin. Skin is the outer covering which protects all the delicate body parts lying underneath it. It is the largest organ of our body which consists of several tissues like sweat glands, hair follicles and receptors. Our skin not only provides protection to the internal body parts but also gives us our sense of touch. So the main function of skin is protection. And our skin helps our body maintain a constant internal temperature. Stomach. It is an important part of our digestive system which receives food from the esophagus or the food pipe. It is a J-shaped hollow organ which can hold up to 1 liter of food on average. This muscular organ can also expand to accommodate a greater volume of food, and function carries out physical and chemical digestion of food. This is the main function. Lungs. Lungs are the major organ of our respiratory system, helping us to obtain oxygen and get rid of carbon dioxide. Our chest cavity houses a pair of lungs which open to the external environment through the nose and mouth. A cylindrical tube called trachea is the main link between the lungs and the nose and the mouth. As the trachea moves down the chest, it splits into two branches called bronchus, one for each lung. Each bronchus then further subdivides into several smaller tubes called bronchioles. And a major function is lungs play a role in the function of respiration in our body, and lungs are the organs which help in the elimination of toxic waste product. Heart is the main organ of our body's circulatory system, pumping blood throughout the body. It is a muscular pump which contracts at regular intervals in order to squeeze the blood through it into the blood vessels. And there are 4 chambers in the heart, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. And you know, our heart, it is a very delicate organ which is present within thoracic cavity, and it is protected by the rib cage. So, the main function of the heart is that heart works as a pump moving blood around in our body to nourish every cell. Kidneys. There are 2 bean-shaped kidneys in the human body. They are reddish brown in color and each weighs approximately 130 gram in adults. And the main function of kidney is that kidneys help remove excess salt, water and waste products from the bloodstream in the form of urine. Kidneys also secrete important hormones such as renin and erythropoietin, which play significant roles in the production of blood cell and in the regulation of blood pressure. Liver is the largest internal organ and the largest gland in the human body. A normal liver weighs about 1.2 to 1.5 kg, and liver has 2 major lobes, a larger right lobe and a smaller left lobe. The liver's main job is to filter the blood coming from the digestive tract before passing it to the rest of the body, and the liver also detoxifies chemicals and metabolizes drugs. Made up of about 100 billion neurons and contributing nearly 2% of body weight, brain is the supreme structural and functional unit and control center of the body, and it is the superior most region of central nervous system. Brain is situated within skull. The main function of brain is that brain controls every part of your daily life, from breathing, blinking to helping you memorize facts for a test, everything. Brain substructures are involved in attention and thought, voluntary movement, decision making and language. In most animals, combinations of various tissues make up functional units called organs, and groups of organs work together as organ systems. All of the systems in an organism are interconnected. The various human body systems are circulatory system, nervous system, respiratory system, digestive system, skeletal system, muscular system, excretory system, reproductive system, etc. All body systems are necessary for a complex organism to be able to survive and reproduce. Hope you have liked the video. This was just an introductory session. In my upcoming videos, I will be explaining the organs and organ systems in detail. So, stay tuned. Till then, take care. Bye bye.